What's up, everybody? This is Cornelius with your Word Sunday. But on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, whatever day, whatever time, wherever you are in the world getting this message. This your word, y'all. Thanks for checking it out. All right, so I'm going to jump right on up in this word today, y'all. So there seems to be, a consistent conversation around the word. You hear it a lot. I hear it a lot in like poetry and sometimes like poets, spoken word artists. I'm not gonna say a lot, but I hear it, often. Or I hear it in songs as well. Or just in speaking, like, oh, I'm a hopeless romantic. Or I'm a hopeless romantic. Let me pull out my notes here because I always got my notes for you, y'all. So when I get a little off track, I like to get back on to let you know. So it says I'm a hopeless romantic, or I also heard, or I am hopeless for love. Hopeless romantic or hopeless for love. And I believe some people, we just don't really fully understand what we are saying when we say I am a hopeless romantic or I am hopeless for love. It may sound all nice and sexy and sultry, like, baby, I'm speaking my heart to you. I'm opening myself up. But let me tell you something. When you start to say I am hopeless, for me, that interpretates into saying you are helpless. And I don't think any of us in this life are really helpless, especially those of us that do have the vision of sight, and the smell and sound, and are able to walk with our own 2 feet. Okay? So let's focus for a second, or let's pause on that. I'm a hopeless romantic, or I am hopeless for love. Think about the words that you put out into the universe. The words that there's the power. The words are powerful. The tongue is powerful. Whatever we speak, the power of the tongue is so powerful, and we need to be aware of what we are saying or what we are releasing out of our bodies into the world, because the universe hears that. And the more we continue to release that and sort of release those words that sort of just take us down and like I say, fear or dream drainers, the more we release that into the world, the more the universe is hearing us, and the more that's what's being presented for us. Dream drainers, right? Fear drainers. So are you a fear drainer? Are you a dream drainer? Are you self-sabotaging yourself just by that simple word of I'm a hopeless romantic, or I'm hopeless for love? Yeah, so you got to flip that around. You got to flip that script, because you are not hopeless, right? Because again, for me, hopeless translates into helpless. All right, so I was, again, still in the dating scene, and I went on one of the apps that we all know. There is Tinder. Yes, there's Tinder for people of all colors, size, shapes, genders, sexual identities, and all of that good stuff. Yes, Tinder has a section for gay people on that app. One of my straight friends was like, oh, they got a gay selection or division on Tinder. Yes, they do. Yes, it's there. Yes, it's there, and they actually, for the most part, the group of gay Tinderers are, for the most part, really trying to seek out some honest connections and relationships. Now, as some of my straight friends say, okay, it's a different story for the straight community on Tinder. I won't get into that. I ain't gonna get into that, but I want to get back to this word. I digress, but I'm gonna get right back on track. So I guess I was on Tinder, and I was just chatting up this certain gentleman and stuff, and I was just happened to read his profile, and I was like, oh, that's very interesting profile, and I just had to reach out and just ask, can I just ask you a question of why would you say you're a hopeless? He didn't say he was a hopeless romantic. He said the fact that he was hopeless for love. And I was just curious. I was saying, why would you say that you're hopeless for love? And then he also ended that sentence saying, I am hopeless for love and lost in lust. hopeless for love and lost in lust. So that just showed me that, okay, well, you just sort of just like, it sounds like you want to really get out of that sort of situation that you put yourself into, because you already just sort of labeled yourself as being this hopeless person for love. And if you're hopeless for love, then ain't nothing else to do but to lust and do what you want to do, have sex and have frivolous, meaningful, meaningless sex and relationships. So what I'm saying is we have to be aware of the words and how we're using our language, how we're creating and writing our language on our profiles for those of us that are in the dating scene, right? So so I just, had a little question, and I was like, hey, can I offer you some advice? Oh, okay, well, I'm sorry, I didn't say advice. I said, can I offer you a suggestion? Because sometimes you say you offer somebody advice, they be like, what are you talking about? I don't, you gotta be, you gotta be careful of what you say, how you say it, and then you gotta be careful of who you're offering your advice to sometimes as well. So I said, hey, can I just offer a suggestion? And he was open for it. And we talked and everything. Let me get back to my notes. Again, I gotta stay on track. So I was just offering him some suggestions and stuff like that. And I basically said, it's you paralyze yourself into being helpless. When you say that I'm a hopeless romantic or I'm hopeless for love, you paralyze yourself into being helpless, right? And it's like self-sabotage, And I apologize. I don't mean to be coming off hard. It's just offering you a suggestion, right? Offering you a suggestion. Because when you're hopeless, you put yourself in that space of you will end up with less in your life, right? That's what I was saying. You end up with less in your life, I feel, when you say, I am hopeless. Hopeless. End up with left. You end up with less in your life, right? And then that helpless, and you start saying, I'm helpless, and that helpless cyclical pattern will just manifest into more relationships of lust, and that will continue to play and repeat in your life. So you gotta shift, right, y'all? You gotta shift. You gotta shift that way of thinking. You gotta shift what are you saying in your words and your actions and your thoughts. So try to just say, I'm a hopeful. I like to say I'm a hopeful romantic, right? I'm a hopeful romantic. I have hope in that category. I'm hopeful for love. And when I am hopeful for love, I am helpful for myself and for others and for love. I am offering love help as well, and as well as love is helping me. And that lust becomes lustless in my life, because I need less lust in my life and more love of hope in my life, or I would say more hopeful love in my life. You feel where I'm going? So that's basically what I wanted to say today as I come to you with your word on a Sunday. Maybe it's a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So anyway, y'all, thanks again for just allowing me to come here and share with you, break bread, do what we do. Thanks for tuning in. Continue to share your thoughts, hit me up here on my Facebook page, or here on my YouTube page. Cornelius Yoga Burn, and comments, feeds, all this stuff. Subscribe, y'all. Please do what you need to do to stay in alignment with your life and your goals and your purpose, right? Stay in alignment with that. We can all fall off sometimes. I get it. It's life, but stay in alignment with it. Keep watching these videos. Keep watching other people on in social media or off social media, wherever you go to get that inspiration, right? Keep getting that food for your soul. Keep fueling your body with that good stuff. So, all right, y'all, I'm out of here. This is your Word Sunday. I'll check you soon, y'all. Peace.